Welcome back to another episode. It is me, myself, the producer, the editor, the designer, the mediator, Sig, and we have the self-appointed and I guess voted on slash told by Lance, the quote unquote talent, Rahgel. He used his soundboard. Look at him. He used his soundboard. We're so proud of him. There we go. He needs 2 claps. Not just Sig now. As
It's the
always,
talent.
it's me, a talent that does nothing but show up barely on Tuesday nights.
The talent.
Well, talent.
That's all there is to it.
So. Anyways, how's your week been since you bailed on me last week?
Wasn't bailed on. I thought we were recording last week. Was it? Which week were we not recording? Was it last week or was it this week?
This week.
See, we just swapped them. You decided to record tonight.
I was gonna go DoorDash for 6 hours tonight.
Well, looks like you're stuck at home drinking a pineapple Smirnoff Ice or
The
pumpkin.
lemonade, yes.
That's pineapple. Ugh. I hate pineapple flavor.
It doesn't taste like pineapple. The thing, it tastes like a
Shit in a can.
I don't know how to explain. It doesn't taste like pineapple though, because I'm not a big pineapple fan. It tastes more coconutty than pineapple. But it's
So
made with Smirnoff vodka, so it's okay. Because it covers up a world of hurt. So we have...
the week has been fine.
Has it? Because
it's I mean, it's been fine.
I've been busy.
Nobody's been beat up yet, so we haven't had to do too much with the kids as far as just getting them ready for school. We were, for some reason, way behind on everything.
With the kids.
So no, we have to, like, this is the first time we've ever been like unprepared for school. It seems like we didn't get their their school outfits, school clothes, whatever you want to call it, until today.
Wow.
And they start school tomorrow.
Yeah.
So like we're scrambling, trying to get everything ready. I don't know why it just got away from us, because the other ones are starting football practice. The other one's gonna start soccer soon, and everything too. So just I don't know what happened with our schedule or whatever. All messed up. Just
got really far away from you.
It happens.
Jeez.
So yeah, it always starts tomorrow. We went school shopping today.
We got lucky. So our daughter, she's the only one in school. She started last Wednesday, and we've had all of her clothes and everything for about a week or two. But it definitely does help that their Nana, my mother-in-law, is now living, literally 7 miles away from us. And she wanted to take my daughter out to go shopping and have a Nana and daughter type day. So she took her out shopping and buying all the school clothes, taking her out to dinner and all this cool stuff. And we just really had to go out and pick out a few shoes because, fucking children grow out of shit quicker than anything. Mm-hmm. And we had all that down, and school supplies, I think we had it all bought by the Friday before school started, like 100%. But yeah,
yeah, we ordered my daughter has the kit that we bought through the school. So we had that one. We thought it had for our
kit.
Oldest two. Oh, ours, they sell kits. Like all your school supplies you can buy at the end of every year. Like she was at the end of her kindergarten year, she bought a kit for school supplies for first grade. So you don't have to go out and buy everything. They just sell the kit together. And that helps us out a lot because we don't have to go to the stores and fight everybody else for it or do last minute shopping like we did today.
God damn.
Oh yeah. And then it's sitting in her classroom when we go to meet the teacher. So it's all there. And all you have to do is just we have to carry it all in, nothing else. So that was nice.
We're basically the exact opposite, where we have to go out and get everything ourselves and then also, buy for the classroom type thing. So we had to do all that, and then we had to go drop it off Tuesday before she started school. It's not bad. You get to see the teacher, talk to a couple other parents. The only downside was they didn't start running the AC for the school until that Monday. So literally you had less than 24 hours to heat down this big ass school. for the school
Oh yeah,
orientation
trying to
or
cool it
drop
down and
off.
everything.
So you
Yeah.
walk in, and you're like, it was cooler outside than was inside the building. I was not sweating outside. The moment I got inside, I had back sweat dripping down to my butt crack, creating swamp ass. It was just not a great experience. I wasn't the only one alone because you could tell other dads were kind of like, they'd sit in their chair, they're fidgeting, they're leaning forward to kind of stretch out their shirt. I was like, yeah, it's fucking hot as hell.
Well, that's the funny thing is like, it's always you can always tell by the dads when the dads are uncomfortable they show it. All the moms are all selfies, taking pictures, everything else. Oh honey, look at this. I'm just like I cool, like yeah, it's there.
So for kindergarten, you're absolutely right. For first grade, maybe two moms were there, the rest were dads. So it was really
Oh
like you did not have to sit and talk with anybody. A majority of the dads went in, got the shit done, just left. And out,
yeah,
get the fucking out.
that
And then we would have been that way had one of my buddies his daughter is really good friends with my daughter. So we're just sitting there and chatting and bullshitting with each other. And so, but that's kind of when I started realizing, oh man, it's fucking hot. We gotta get out of here. And I noticed they also misspelled my daughter's our last name on her desk. And the teacher seemed very confused. Like she comes up, she's like, "Oh hi, my name is Miss XYZ," and we're like, "Oh, okay, hi, yeah, this is me, this is my wife, this is our daughter, da da da." And I look down and I see the last name spelled, and it was Saur, so there's no E. I was like, all her paperwork says Sauer. The roster says it correctly. What the fuck? So I literally turned to my wife. I was like, "Hey, our last name is wrong. It doesn't matter. No, it fucking matters. It fucking matters. Okay." And she's like, "No, it's not that big a deal." It's like, I don't think you understand. I grew up with years of, "Hello, Sawyer? Do you see a fucking
oh
W
yeah,
in my
yes.
last name?" "Nope." "Oh, well, I'm trying to reach Mr. Sawyer." "Well, you got the wrong fucking household. Sorry." And or teachers be like, "How do you spell that?" Like, you literally had three of my siblings, and this is a very small fucking school. One sibling's ahead of a few grades, and you're okay, whatever. My mom works for
We've
the
been
school.
around.
Yeah, we have been around for a long time. But so I was like, I'm gonna tell the teacher this. I was like, no, don't tell the teacher. No, I'm gonna tell the teacher. Don't tell the teacher. Look, and he fucking tell the teacher. And of course, I tell my daughter, I say, hey, you need to tell them your last name's spelled wrong. "No, it's not. That's how you spell it." "No, it's not. It's missing an E." "Where?" "Between the U and the R." "Where's the U?" "In the middle of the fucking last name." Oh my god. Her sticker had her proper last name, just the desk plate. I was like, oh, 95% correct. Okay, cool. But I mean, we've also, like I said, we've been in school now for a week, and you're just now starting.
Hmm.
And before we just start into like the routine system already, I gotta know because this is a huge pet peeve of mine. More so than your does this bronchiosaurus wear a necktie underneath his chin or on his collarbone. This is a huge pet peeve of mine.
You about died.
I'm glad you picked up sarcasm, but I was going for a 24 pack of or 12 pack of Mountain Dew. I knew what my game plan was, but so I see a lot of I've seen it for years, and it bothers me to the core because of like my background with the military and getting to know all the intel side of the house, and especially down in when I was stationed down in Texas, which deals with like the drug crime down in Mexico, along with trafficking,
Mhm.
human and sex trafficking. So I see a lot of parents, or even some schools for that fact, were like, "Hey, fill out this piece of paper and hold it up," and it has like, "My name is XYZ, age XYZ, weight X pounds, favorite color, favorite book, favorite like just all these like get to know me type information."
Mhm.
And they'll take these pictures and they'll upload them to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, sorry, X, TikTok everywhere. And I was telling my wife this. I was like, we'll never do that. Like if we
Mhm.
take a picture, we'll take the picture and it will stay in the house. It'll stay on my secure hard drive. That's not connected to any internet or cloud system at all. Because again, you're giving away a lot of information about a child.
Mhm.
And it's just one of those like I'm personally not comfortable. And I had to reach out to a few good buddies who I've known for fucking since middle school. I was like, hey, you're kind of an ex-cop. Do you think this is a wise thing to post? You have your kids' weight, favorite book, where they live. Like, there's too much information there. Oh, it's fine. We're not that dangerous here in Kansas. Like, it's not the point. The unsolved crime rate for like missing children is like 60 to 67% here in Kansas.
Mhm.
So pretty high.
Oh yeah. No,
I
it's
was like,
high. I mean,
you can't do that. Don't do that. And if you're listening, don't fucking put your children's picture, let alone with all their fucking information out on the internet. That's like security 101.
I don't know. We have. I'm almost positive we've done it. I don't
I'm
know.
sure you have.
It's we talk to our kids more often more than anything about all that stuff too.
Yeah.
And because I'm not one thing I'm not going to put them in a bubble and kind of like I try not to shield them from everything. I understand what you're saying,
Oh no,
100%.
they don't get
Um,
shielded from anything. Like I'm with you.
no,
It's just
I know
it's
that.
like as an
Yeah,
adult, take
with
the
the way
proactive
that
steps.
information is, anyways. I mean, if they really wanted to, they could get
Oh
into
yeah.
you know school uh
Servers.
mainframes and
Yeah.
school servers and all that stuff and figure all that stuff too. But because all the documentation is all there too, as far as their physicals and everything that have to be done going to
Yeah, I can't
school. But
I can
either
sue the
way,
school though. I can't really go anything more aggressive than that without going to
yeah.
jail.
But I think we just like the first day of school pictures. I don't think we have any of the other stuff. I know which one you're talking about. We've had them, I think, in the past, but basically ours is just like, oh,
Yeah.
first day of school picture with a little thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Other than that, but
It's like basic necessities.
mhm.
I've seen the ones that like name, age, grade, and when you're graduate, like when you'll be graduating high school type thing, which is cool. Whatever, that's very public information. Like
Mhm.
I won't like I've even stopped posting um, certain things on Facebook, even though I have that shit on lockdown, where like not just any random person can search for my name and find all this information, and now anybody who is friends with my wife has to be friends with me as well to see any of the images or the posts because I have it locked down to friends only.
Oh yeah.
So it, but again, I know all the information out there. I'm not stupid. If I want to find your information, your blood type, it's out there. It's not hard, but I'm also
No.
not going to make it easy either.
Mhm.
And I've definitely like, yeah, if I could get my daughter on here without possibly getting my wife mad at me, you could ask my daughter like what the type of shit we talk about, and we've talked about stranger danger, of course, and like
Mhm.
she gets to learn all these swear words and curse words, and we're very we don't use this except for extreme moments, and that like if you separate from mom and dad, or some stranger comes up to you and says, hey, come with me, I can help you find your mom and dad, or hey, come with me, I'm supposed to pick you up, you tell them no and everything. You start punching, kicking, screaming. You swear at the top of your lung. You start screaming, fuck, shit, damn, God, fuck, whatever. Because it kind of works significantly more as a child screaming profanities than if a child were to scream help or fire, even. Because a
Mhm.
child screaming that is, oh, they're playing. I've seen it. Oh, you can find reports all about it. Um, and it's more of a like I'm teaching her all this stuff, and it's I think you can probably relate to it. It sucks to have to teach him stuff. It sucks to have to teach him about
Mhm.
stupid fucking psycho crazy kids with stupid fucking psycho parents. And like, look, unfortunately, this is a
Yeah.
real like possibility. This like wasn't a big thing when I was your age. The closest we got was Columbine, and that was
That's
That's
going to the
not.
Matrix, so
Yeah.
don't worry about that.
I mean, yeah. It's just so
Hey,
I was
Marilyn
like,
Manson.
I mean, I didn't have to worry about anything. Cancer, you kidding me? But it's just, it's so weird having to teach her all this stuff, and she's not sheltered by any means. But we're also riding that very fine line if we don't want to get super graphic and super detailed with her about this type of subject because we want to keep that child innocence, let her be a child as long as possible type thing,
Yeah.
where it's just not feasible really
And
anymore.
like my parents, when they were in school, they had like the missile
Two
crisis
miles.
where they would hide under their desk
Yep.
because the desk is
Cold
going to
War.
protect you from anything. I mean, earthquake, alien attack you under your desk, you're safe because those desks are made to fight off anything. I want one for home defense that way I can set it in front of my door and nobody can even walk through it. So because those desks, I don't know what they're made of, but if I ever figure out what it is, because it's not military grade, it's something beyond
No,
that
because
because
it
it
works.
stops nuclear attacks.
Because it
And
has to
yeah,
work.
exactly. But like the crazy thing is that now the kids have to have active shooter,
Yep.
like train, you can call it training,
It's
whatever
training, yeah.
scenarios that they have to go through, and they have their spots that they'll meet up. Once you get out of the school, hopefully that everything makes it out. They go to their rally points,
Yep.
and for us, and we live within a couple blocks of the
Same.
school,
Same.
and
They're like 2, 3 blocks away from us.
we were talking to my son because more like with my daughter, it's gonna be a little different
Yeah.
with how things go with that age. Son being last year where he was close to the house, and we told him like, if you are scared enough and don't want to go that way, run to the house.
Yeah.
Well, they said we can't. I said I don't care. You run to where you're
Yeah.
comfortable at, but just make sure you're at least one of those two spots because at that point, if we can't find you, then we're gonna freak out because we need to figure out where you're
Yep.
at. So like, if you feel like you want to run home, you have your house key,
Okay.
go in the house,
Yep.
get there, you're fine. You know, go hide in the house somewhere, wherever you want until you know we're home or something like that. Stay there.
And once
I
they're
said,
home,
whatever it
they can
is.
call and text or whatever, say, hey, XYZ happened at school or shooting happened at school. I'm at
Yeah.
home. If he's
And then
able
that's
to have his
where,
phone and everything, of course.
yeah, and that, I mean, it doesn't leave his side. It's attached. Sure, it's glued somewhere to him. But, and I said, you do that? Well, the teacher said we can. I said, I don't care.
Yeah. I don't give a
His
damn
mom
what
and
your
I,
teacher
I
says.
will, I will go and personally talk to whoever has a problem with it, and I will take whatever ass chewing they want to try and give, and I'll give it right back to him. So, okay, cool. He didn't do it. He did what we said he could do. He's
Yep.
safe, and that's exactly how it is. Well, we can't have kids. I don't give a shit. He's alive.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a matter
that's
of are you really, and we're not going to get into the political spectrum of all this, but it really comes down to the safety of the child. And because I've had this discussion before too of, when my daughter gets of age and, she can actually walk home, fine. And I've said it before, I was like, look, if it comes down to the safety of my child over everyone else, I don't give a fuck what your protocols are. I don't give a fuck
hmm
what your procedures are. Does not matter. If it's the safety of a child, especially my child, and there is a better way to do it, or like your case, just come home, I
hmm
will gladly go to bat for any of it, hands down. And they have during kindergarten anyway, so we're only 2 years into school for 3 years technically for me, I guess. So last year they had, I think, two different, maybe three different sessions where they would do like tornado drills, fire drills, active shooter drill, and there was a fourth one, suspicious, uh, somebody being suspicious around the school that they don't know, and they legitimately get the cops all out and they email all the parents. They call us if you don't have email. They basically say just kind of be aware we're not going to release our kids out like normal because if this is an active shooter or there's a suspicious person around or a wanted person, then we're not releasing them at all to stay inside. And last year there was actually a time where the police department put out information that said there is somebody was wanted, possibly armed personnel that was wanted in the area of our school.
Mhm.
And we didn't get information about this, and unless you were following the Facebook page or the Cake News, you never really saw the information. And we only found out about it because I pulled up to go pick up my daughter last year, and it's like 20, 30, 40 minutes past pickup time. I'm starting to get really pissed off. And finally, somebody comes up over the speaker, is like, hey, just kind of FYI, we'll be releasing the kids shortly. Understand that there are 6, 7 cops patrolling the area right now, and we're going to do class by class. So they had to like go get the cops. The cops would escort the whole class of kindergartners out. I was like, God damn. And
Mhm.
nobody told us either. I was like, okay, look, I get it. But if it's just a suspicious person and there's a secretary or something that has access to this, what I think is called Parent Space or Parent Square, whatever, some app that they use to talk
Mhm.
to us, they can quickly send out delayed release, and that's it. Okay, cool. I'll still be there. Because then my other thought was, if there's an active shooter here or somebody wanted, you just have all these parents with other kids lined up in the car.
Yeah, very true. Yeah.
No
But typically, if
offense.
there's an active shooter, there should be, I mean, it should be a lot more cops around getting everybody back at the same time.
Nope. Nope.
But I guess that's, yeah. If it's not happening, then there's a problem too.
Yeah.
So, no, and I get it. And I understand their argument. They want to be like, no, he can't go there because at that point, you're having kids scatter everywhere. But my head, if you're scattering everywhere, that's a harder target to hit when you have multiple
Yeah.
scattering instead of all running in one straight line to where they're supposed to get to.
And especially
But,
with like if most of the school shootings come from within, it's another student.
mhm.
So now we're talking about, statistically speaking, you're talking about the student now knows the path, knows the plan, knows the escape
Oh yeah,
routes, know that like what's going to stop them, like not to get dark and morbid, but what's going to stop them from teaming up with 1, 2, 3 more kids, kind of like Columbine situation, and just be like, look, fine,
you know
you
where they're
guys just
going.
go, yeah, you guys just go to the pickup points, the safe points, whatever, or flee with everybody. I'm gonna just scare everybody. I'm gonna get them out of school. Now you have a legitimate mass execution at that
Hmm.
point. Not even shoot, it'd be full on execution. So,
Yeah,
and that's the shit like I don't like
yeah,
having to worry about, but we have to worry about it. And again, if it
yeah.
means my kid running their ass home, cool. Come to my
Hmm.
house. Bring a buddy with you
Yeah.
as long as they're not the shooter.
Oh, I would hope not.
Well, you never know.
Oh wait, you got the gun? Okay, well, we should be good. Come on, we'll be safe. Like,
Come
no,
with
wait,
me.
hold on.
Come with
Something's
me.
not
It's
right here.
fine.
Hold on.
It's fine. Good night. No, I'm on camera. Good night. But yeah, I mean, at least they'd be protected.
You would think so,
I would hope so,
but
but yeah, that's something like I've talked numerous times with the wife and other people. Just like I get it, it's like 30 years difference, but still just one of those that like, God, it sucks. So
yeah.
that's just me though.
So no, it's and that's us. I mean, we've both been through some shit, seen things, heard things. So yes, we have a dark side of humor when it comes to
Uh,
some of this stuff.
I
So
survived a base bombing.
who hasn't?
My brother,
Come on now. Who has?
both of them,
Hey, okay.
and I wasn't even deployed downrange. And the guy that did
So I
it may
think
have
with
had my last name in the first half of his last name.
but I am glad they're going back to school. Get them out of the house,
Oh,
back to a regular schedule.
yeah. I mean,
And
now I can get back into my regular schedule of trying to stream.
there you go.
Do that again.
That'll help. So I think with and then
We'll see. We'll see.
one starts eighth grade, so he's got actual school football. He starts, so he'll not have practice every day after school. And then he's got to have homework on top of that, so that's going to be a fun one to deal with. So we'll
What,
see how that
Friday
goes.
nights for games or Thursdays?
They are Tuesday night, so eighth grade is Tuesday night, which is an odd night. Of course, it's Tuesday nights. So that's going to start at like 7. Good thing is they're only like it's 14-minute halves. So it's like a half-hour game.
Yeah,
They
sure
start
it
at like
is.
7.
Plus
Oh yeah,
halftime.
that's what. Halftime's like 10 minutes. So
Okay, so
yeah,
there's
we'll see.
45
Yeah,
plus
that's still good.
15 to wait to get them out of the locker room and pick them up and then get them in the car, 15 to drive home.
Nah,
We're moving our
good.
recording nights from Tuesday nights.
I gotta see
New
what
ones.
the time frame looks like. We'll see. More to come. More to come.
Maybe. We'll see.
I think. I don't know. And then we have. Then I have soccer practice starting once a week, and soccer games on Saturdays. So that's fun. But I think I'm actually coaching soccer as well. So, and I think that's on Tuesdays.
Is that just because you're the same height as all the kids?
I hate you. Well, yeah, it's more. We can relate a little bit more. Like, hey, eye to eye here. Stop fucking up and kick the ball right. So we'll see how that goes. It's a bunch of sixth grade or 6-year-olds, sixth graders. I
Oh yeah,
wish.
so they're the same height as you.
6-year-olds. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I hate you.
That's fine.
Yeah,
you,
full
you just
swing
hate
of
me because it's
school
true.
stuff starts.
Yep.
Bastard.
You,
It'll be interesting.
I will say, like, we thought we would have both kids in school this year, and the fucking cutoff date is ridiculous, and the fact that there's like no leniency at all. So the cutoff dates for our
Oh yeah.
school is August 31st.
Mm-hmm.
So my son has an October birthday. He's 3 years old, and he can't start pre-K until next year. We can definitely enroll him this year and pay like additional fee because it would be considered early education.
Mm-hmm.
So he will be he'll be 5 in pre-K next year. He'll be 4 for a month in pre-K, and then he'll turn 5.
Really?
Yep.
Your
He can
cutoff. Your cutoff was really weird.
August 31st, and they have no leniency whatsoever. I've even asked like, hey, can we do like, it's one of my older brothers. He also has an October birthday, and when we were in school, cutoff was like mid-September, Labor Day type era, like,
Mm-hmm.
and he had a early October birthday, and they started him early. And I remember calling up to the school district and be like, hey, can we enroll our son so he can start kindergarten next year? And like, well, when's his birthday? October. Nope. Okay, well, can we enroll him early so like he won't be any younger than the other kids. He'll be 4
Mm-hmm.
in October, so he'll be 4 when he starts pre-K next year, but then he'll also be 5 for the other 7 months of school. Yep, sorry, can't do it. That's fucking
That's
whatever.
weird.
It's like I've called around numerous times to kind of see and contacted people who I know who are teachers or work for the district. Like why? Like what's going on? Why can't I choose to enroll my son who is like he can speak very clearly. He's an asshole, but he can speak very clearly. The only thing really that he would need to no, because he's potty trained. He's able to listen and obey. He's able to sit down. He can kind of, sort of, somewhat read. If it's like a few words or a few letters, he can read it. So it's just, yeah, fucking annoying.
Yeah, that's weird. The cutoffs are very weird.
Well, it's just the fact that there's no, I'm only speaking on my district's half. There's no leniency at all saying, oh, it's a month. Yes, we'll take them. Like, I get saying, no, you have a December baby or a January baby or a fucking March. No, I get it. But
Mm.
he's going, like, when he graduates high school, he'll be 19 now, not 18.
Damn, yeah, that's right.
Yep. I've done the math. I've done the age and everything. Like, and I use that a lot when I contact schools. Yeah, that happens a lot nowadays. Now in time. But don't you think you should fix that? Isn't graduating age 18? Am I
Yeah, that's
wrong?
weird. Yeah, that's an odd one because
Nope.
yeah, I
I
don't think I've
can't.
ever known any. I guess I've never seen anybody graduate at 19. I mean, it makes sense that with the cutoffs,
I've
that
had
yeah,
the.
it would work that way.
I think we had one or two, but to be fair, it wasn't because like their birthday, they sucked at school and they failed, and that was
That's not a
back
thing anymore
before
either.
yeah,
No child left behind.
yeah.
Shit.
So, which is also
Right, but
like
if you
no
can't
offense,
pass the
that
grade, you don't need
sucks.
to go anywhere. No, then you're setting the kid up for failure at that point because they can't pass the grade.
You're saying it the whole society for failure.
I guess.
Like, look, we're not
So,
gonna
oh,
dive
I don't have
into it,
to.
but
I don't have to work hard to keep going. So
yeah,
I'll
there's
just do the bare minimum to get by.
certain current issues going on with uh newer generations that's very predominant, and it's very clear of, oh, you're just not educated. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it happens.
Cool,
It's
great.
around like that. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. You should not be voting.
Should not be voting.
Look, when you get political, I can perfectly explain why. But yeah, it's weird for us to like. My son can't start school, so that kind of sucks because we had plans that I was gonna go part time or at least part time and try to go full time if possible. That's shot down now.
Mhm.
So whatever. Just had
Yeah, well,
applying for
one more
jobs
year.
like gas. Oh yeah, just
One more year.
you've never dealt with a psycho baby who's calling you. Who's calling you? What's his new one now? Damn it! It's not a swear word, but it's very close to a swear word.
Let's be clear. Who created this psycho baby?
My wife.
Oh, that's what. Yep. Okay. She must be asleep.
She's not. She's on the other side of the wall. Look, her egg decided to meet up with my sperm. That's like it didn't have
What
to.
did you
It could have said
you,
no. No means
you
no.
guys just fling it across the room?
Yeah,
Here,
pretty
catch
much.
this if you want it.
Yeah, pretty much. The spread them if you want it. Done.
That quick. And bam, you're pregnant.
No, that's you.
That's yeah. That's sneezed.
Mine has a delay reaction. Latency's a little there. Not high enough ping rate like yours.
ping rate.
Yeah. You get done, it goes ping, done. It's like
Nope.
that's what happens with short people. Shorter distance. It's taller people.
Whatever. It's bullshit. Lies. It's all lies. Asshole.
All good. No. Back to school though is just fucking. It's something else. Like I don't. I was telling my wife this today too, and she told me to kind of shut up because I'm old. It's like it wasn't this hard. It wasn't this. Yeah, from a kid's perspective, not that hard. Like I don't remember my mom and dad having to go and buy all this shit for us, and then shit for the classroom, and then go do this, attend all these before school things, parent orientation, all these. What I'm thinking is useless. I was like, I could have literally just put this all in my kid's bag and gave it to you day of.
I think we had that stuff growing up, but I never went to them. I didn't want to. I didn't want to go. Like I didn't. I didn't care to go there before. I didn't care about a lot of stuff too, so I didn't go to them.
That's kind of the problem too. Is like my school was so goddamn small. The average classroom had 8 students in it.
Yeah.
Like so, when you're talking my schoolhouse K through 8th, So that's 9 grades each. We'll say 10. We'll just average out for easy numbers. 10 students per grade. That's only 90 kids.
Mhm.
Like that's not a lot, so they don't really need. They may have not had to do stuff like that. Whereas these bigger schools, where I think there's 3, 4 first graders class here. Could be wrong. 3 or 4, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's more than my graduating high school class. Goddamn. You laugh because you think it's a joke. It's not a joke.
No, I know you're not kidding. I mean, mine was small too. My graduating class is only like 47
So yeah,
when we
you were smaller
graduated.
than me. We had
Yeah.
we had 70, but that comprised of Partridge, Haven, Mount Hope, Yoder, South Hedge, some Bueller's kids. So 6 schools, 5, 6 schools to make up 70 for my graduating class.
Okay, no, that was just one. Our one, we had 40, about 47-ish, I think is what it was in our graduating class. So we were still small, but we had like enough to have 3 classrooms in like first grade, second grade, 3 different classes
Oh wow.
that we had for each one. So it broke it down. There's like probably 17, 18 kids per class
For high
in
school?
there. No, oh, for high school, I mean high school. Like I said, my graduating high school class is 47, but like
Yeah.
first kindergarten, first grade, all that we were just kind of broken up in
Oh,
2 or 3
see,
different classes.
K through 8, my specific class, we fluctuated from 7 kids to 13 kids throughout the year. So like
Oh,
we
okay.
would always start off with like 11 or 12, and then come November we dip down to 8. Come December 7, and then back to January, February we're back up to 12 or 13. And my graduating middle school was 10, and then high school was 70. So
Okay.
it's like very small town.
Yeah.
Say everybody knew each other would be an understatement.
That's one thing. Yeah, I mean, we grew up in a small town too, so that's kind of how everybody knew everybody. Everybody knew each other's business, and it got very old. That's why I'm glad when I graduated, I got out of there.
Yeah.
It was you had no personal
You had no
like
privacy.
yeah, your privacy, your personal business is out there, so everything was known, and it was annoying. And then rumors would start and stupid shit.
That was the best. That was like my favorite part. I mean, looking back now, my favorite part of a small town, because there would be rumors. And again, cell phones weren't a real common thing. Mom and dad had them, kids did not. And I remember there'd be several times, especially when I got to like middle school, 5th grade, when we could go play football at the high school. So we had to bus after school to the high school, 10 miles away. I remember getting back home and everybody would be like, "Oh yeah, did you hear? Kelly said XYZ, or Emily said this, or Tanya said that," and we're like, "When? When did this all fucking happen?" "Oh, I was told it during football practice." By who? I was there. Yeah, but you're a lineman, and that's what us wide receivers were talking about. No wonder you guys can't fucking catch. You don't do shit. See here, guys. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm over trying to figure out why my 160-pound ass was a lineman. Looking back, it's because I was a fat kid.
Meh.
Yeah, couldn't run. It's fine. No, I could run actually. I wouldn't track.
Yeah, I didn't touch track. No, thank you.
I had
Nope.
3 sports: football, basketball, track until high school. Then tennis and
Nope. I
wrestling,
had
I guess.
we didn't have organized school sports until freshman year, and other than that, we just played soccer until then, soccer or baseball. So I played soccer majority of the time, and then once I hit high school, I played football. I actually had 7th, 8th grade football and track, I
Like
think.
we had
Yeah.
organized was 5th grade. We didn't have anything like that K through 4th.
Mm.
And like I started looking into that for our school here for my daughter, and so far, not a lot of help. I'm kind of just coming to the consensus that my school doesn't do organized school sports, and we had to start looking elsewhere.
Mm.
But like I know for a fact all the soccer leagues or whatever started first week of August, and they've closed registration, so you can't sign up anymore. And then I think there's gymnastics getting ready to start, but we would have to possibly travel for that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, but we've talked about enrolling her in like uh, jiu-jitsu or karate or Muay Thai or anything like that we have around town. And I was like, oh, that'd be cool. She needs to do self-defense. And then my only other thought is I should get my son put in that too. And I go, oh, that's not smart. Yeah.
Yeah, weaponize him.
He's
Good
a
idea.
Oh, he's a terror. And it's so funny too, because like since school has started, the first day and a half of school, because Wednesday was a half day, my wife took off the first day of school and the first full day of school back to back, and then that Friday she went to work at like 2, so an hour before 2 hours before my daughter got off. So she was here the whole time to chill out with my son. So yesterday, Monday, when this is recorded, yesterday I'm chilling out with my son. It's just him and I. And I told him, I was like, Sunday night, I told him, I was like, look, in the morning, you and I will go get donuts. And then we'll do something special for him since he's had to deal with his sister all summer. And it was really rough. He doesn't like sharing his attention. Dude was cool as a fucking cucumber, chilled, no name calling, no poking me, no calling me fat, no making like he's a dick. The dick.
Don't calling me fat. He sits in a corner, just makes funny all day.
No,
Hey, fatty. Hey, you.
he
Hey,
does.
you.
He comes up to
Hey,
me like he pokes me in the
what's up,
belly.
fatty?
He's like, oh, you fat dad. Get the fuck away from me. Go away. God. You made me fat. You understand that? I was going to the gym before you were born. Fucker, go away. But I started realizing I've said this numerous times to my wife, like jokingly but also seriously, like he's a one parent type of child. He's good. There's only one of us here. The moment that second parent, specifically my wife, gets it right, she just has to open the door, switch, done. Like again, Monday, super well behaved. Went and got donuts. I got him a pup cup from Starbucks, and then we went shopping and bought him. I let him pick anything from Five Below he wanted. Dude went from a balloon canister pump, bucket full of water, and pumps it into the balloons. Super cool. I was like, cool. Yeah, you can have that. You can pick whatever you want from this store. New toy. Because he didn't get anything for back to school because he's not going to school. So made a whole day out of it, and he goes from a balloon refiller / water balloon kit, whatever, to a Stitch doll, to a bunch of candy, to fighting with him saying, no, you can have one piece. And then he wanted some construction toys, but these were the same toys he already has. So he wanted Hot Wheels, but he didn't. He traded like 6-7 different things in, and finally he found a monster truck construction coloring book. That's what he settled on.
Right, well.
And literally, I was like, just hold on to the toy. If you want it, hold on to it. When you see something else you like, we'll just swap it out. That dude held on to that coloring book for like probably 10-15 minutes as we were still looking around. He wanted that. I was like, cool, whatever. It's 50 cents. Cheap. But,
all right.
So we went home, and on our way home, he's telling me, he's hungry now, even though the fucker had 2 donuts at 9:00. By 11, he was hungry. So I was like, cool, whatever. Well, what do you want to do? Special day. You pick what you want to do. So he wanted chicken nuggets from McDonald's. Cool. Let's go get McDonald's. So got a McDonald's, and just to explain how shitty the fucking traffic was, I went to another location to get myself lunch, and it took us 30 minutes to get home. I'm only like 2 miles or 3 miles away from the McDonald's we went to. So it was like I want to say it's down the street, but it's technically not down the street. Just down the street from it. And it should normally, average day, does take like 7.5 to 10 minutes to get there because traffic just sucks. And nobody knows how to use a fucking roundabout still. No. Hey, I don't want to hear about it until you have some old ass fucking lady that literally they're going to the roundabout and they're stopping at each intersection. And they're just waiting for people. I was like, no, bitch, you need to fucking go.
No. Yep. Go. I got mad at somebody the other day for doing that shit. Yeah. No, you go.
Fucker. Got a whole episode on that one, but so get his food, go to my location to get food. Had to wait in line forever. And he's like, Dad, I'm starving. So I give him his McDonald's box. It's okay, you have everything but your chicken nuggets. Because he dips in sauce. I'm not cleaning my fucking car up again. In the meantime, from him getting his box to us getting home, he ate his apple slices, his small thing of fries, his apple juice, and he was playing with his toy. He only has 6-piece chicken nuggets when we got back. And he wolfed them down. And he was like, I'm still hungry. I know, I'm sorry. What do you want? Chicken nuggets? No. Here's a spoonful of peanut butter. Go.
Growth spurt.
Oh, both my kids are going through one right now.
It's gotta be.
My daughter just put down. She had 2 small bowls of popcorn for a snack, some candy, and then she ate 2 slices of pizza and 3 chicken tacos. So yeah, she's kind of going through a growth spurt.
Something. Shit. She's hibernating. One of the two, because I don't think I can eat that. If you go in a room with a cocoon moving around her, don't touch it.
I'm gonna poke it. And then yesterday, I forget what she had yesterday, but it was a lot of food too. And my wife was like, she just ate. I think it was like 2 or 3, whatever we were having that night. I was like, yep. That time of the year, growth spurts and being sick every other week. Great.
Yeah.
Fucking
great. Yeah, back to that. That's gonna be fun. Again, the sickness of everything.
I can't wait till I have my second kid at school to have one be sick for 1 week, the next kid being sick the week after that, then my wife and I getting sick, a week after each other too, just for my other kid to bring a whole different illness, and we were rinse and repeat for fucking 3 months.
Yeah, luckily I don't get sick very often.
No, I don't either, but when I
I'll
do,
fight
I'm down. Fucking down for a count.
Yeah, I don't get sick very often, and I get looked at like I'm weird when I pretty much isolate anybody that's sick. I quarantine them. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this shit. You go to your room. I would bring you food. You stay there. You're gonna shower. You live and die by Purell, and I don't want to see you. If you don't feel good, you can let me know, but don't come down here. I want you laying with nobody. But the other half
no
is
socializing.
Like, oh, you can come in our bed and lay down. I'm like, the fuck you can. That's where I sleep. Like, I don't want to get sick. That's the whole point of what I'm doing. Like, no. What are you doing? Head to head, they're laying there, pretty much breathing each other's air. I'm like, oh, perfect, great. Now you're gonna get sick. Awesome. You go stay in their room too.
I'm not extreme, but I'm definitely like when my daughter gets sick or my son. Mostly my daughter, because my son is still 3. I'd be like, okay, you can have the iPad, go sit on the couch, and it's like the furthest away she can be when she wants to be around her mom and I. I'd be like, okay, go in your room, call for us, it's fine. Now, if you don't want to yell, click the FaceTime button on that iPad and call your mom and I. So I don't care how you do it, just fine. But we don't do the whole Purell thing, just because the science behind it, the more germs you kill off, the more you're making susceptible to newer germs and mutations and all that. So we don't do that. Science.
When their fingers live and die in their mouth and their nose, then no, it's all over. So like, because when COVID was in full swing, and like it was 2020, and I was home from work, and I think I tested positive for it first, and I'm like, all right, I'll go to the basement. I'll stay down there for a while. She's like, oh, fuck no. I don't think so. You're not leaving me with these kids. I'm like, damn it. And she caught on to what I was trying to do. It's like, whole week by myself in the basement.
And the trick is you say, I'm going to go run a marathon. I'll be back in 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I tried the whole, I'll stay in the basement to, so nobody else gets sick. She's like, I don't give a shit. Kids can catch it. No, you're not leaving me with these kids for a week. I'm like, oh, okay. Guess I'll just deal with it. If I die, I die. So okay.
And she went,
So
"That's fine. I got
yeah.
life insurance on you. It's good. Don't
She's
worry
like,
about
cool. She's like, just spray yourself with the hose. You'll be fine. What? Okay, cool.
it."
Yeah, that. And we all ended up catching it at some point too. So yeah, it was
That,
whatever. But I
that's
was like, oh, maybe I can
that's
do
the weird
this.
thing. Is like the only person in my household can deviate from back to school. The only person in my household who caught it was my wife. I had like all the rapid responses, all the different variations of them and everything. Never popped positive. I had killer flu though. And I was like, oh, this is definitely COVID. But I saw like sense of smell and taste, and the really only thing that matched was like flu-like symptoms, which we're not gonna get into the gritty of it. They're literally identical minus like two different factors. And I was like, oh, this is it. It's fine. I'm gonna go lay in bed. And even then, my wife was like, well, if he has school, she has to go to pre-K or whatever events we had going on. She's like, I can't take time off from work. Okay, go. And it'd be me sitting down in the recliner telling all both the kids, shut it. Don't bother me. Need food. I'll make it. But don't need anything from me today, okay? It's fine. It's fine.
Let
Brutal.
Dad die here in peace.
Brutal.
Just leave me alone.
Peaceful as it can get. But I don't know. I'm not. That's the only thing I truly hate about back to school is the illnesses that go around. And nothing you can do to prepare for it. No flu shots will help.
No.
No medication, no allergy shit, nothing. It's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it sucks because it's like a whole fucking domino effect. And I will say the one good thing our school does very well of is, or at least last year they did. That could just be the teacher, because they were always sending out like weekly reports or whatever, where they'd be like, "Hey, X amount of people contracted COVID," or or anything like that.
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Oh no, we're live again. Yeah, we had to pause since I don't know where we're at now. I know we were talking about COVID. What the
Some
fuck?
shit. Something.
I gotta fix something on that. But no, I mean, oh, they were. You're watching a live stream right now. It just popped up. Dementors. I don't know why. Oh, lovely.
The weird shit you're into. It's whatever. It's okay.
Whatever. But no, like, yeah, them coming home and like the illnesses and everything, just fucking. Yeah, oh, that's what it was. The teachers keeping track. They always say like, oh, X amount of people caught COVID or contracted COVID or tested positive.
Oh yeah.
Last year, they did a really good job of like, oh, hey, we had just kind of FYI, there's an outbreak of the flu or the cold. Like, they were really good about keeping everybody up to date. Of it's about to start. Just FYI, when your kid comes home, they're probably sick. I'm just hoping that this year, I'm taking my daughter to the doctors a lot less than we did last year. And last year, I felt like we were just fucking. Because I'd be like, no, it's fine. It's the flu. 2-3 days goes by. She still has it. Fine. You got an appointment? Yeah, we can do like 4 o'clock. I'll try to make it. My kid gets out at 3:50. Try. All right, no problem. But I think we went to a doctor's probably a dozen times last year because I was told to. I think like 2 times she definitely should have went, and we did. But the rest were just like, oh yeah, she has the flu. Yep, nope. Just give her some allergy medication. She'll be fine. Yep.
Yeah. That's kind of where we are. I think for the first part, we were. One of my kids, grandma's is a doctor, so every time the kid sneezes, he has something. He's got to go to the doctor to get this looked at. Oh, he stubbed his toe. It's broken. He's dying. It's going to get infected. Everything else. No, he's fine. Now he's playing. He's been playing football.
Yeah.
But oh my God, it's the worst thing that I could have ever done was to introduce him into football. When you can walk down the street, trip and fall and break your face, but no, football's the end all be all. Going to kill him. So
Yeah. I mean, I do remember that growing up, where my mom was definitely more protective of that. Of like I got a really gnarly bruise from practice because we used to have uh again, I was a lineman. We had a session that my lineman coach used to call guerrilla warfare, and all it was, he called his linemen gorillas. Yeah, he was an old Marine. Don't fuck with him.
I was say, okay.
He's a cool dude. Unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago, but amazing guy, amazing coach, amazing Marine. But anyways, he used to call it guerrilla warfare, and it was one-on-one linemen. The whole point was you took 6 of the or 8 body bags, the tackling body bags, and it was just a rectangle, 2 up top, two on the bottom, 2 on the sides. Very small rectangle. It was regardless of the weather, he would make it a mud pit. He'd go get the hose and he'd spray it down and he'd put the bags down. And we had to whole point was to push the other lineman out. And you could get down to your 4-point stance or your 3-point stance or, 2 and not have your hands down at all. And so much fun. Don't get me wrong. But I was a freshman this year going up against a senior. I was 165, 170 pounds as a freshman. This senior, and 5'11". This senior was 6'4" and was like 400 some pounds. Big old dude. And it was a rite of passage type thing. And I was feeling very cocky that day too. I was stupid. So I could take on anybody. Clearly I couldn't. But I moved him 2 inches. Just what you know. Moved him 2 inches before he threw me. But
I almost had you.
I did. He's a big dude. He could have fell out at any time. But I remember him grabbing my chest, like the chest pads, and he ended up jamming my fingers so bad. It's actually this one where my knuckles are not aligned. My knuckles over here, this knuckle's down here. And then same with 2 or 3 other fingers where they're just not pointing straight. And at the same time, where he grabbed the chest pad of it. Yeah.
Got it.
Grab my good hand. This is my good hand. But he grabbed me so hard, he literally pulled my undershirt, my chest hair, and my nipple. But he grabbed all of it. And that fucker ripped, was pushing Ragdoll on me. And ended up throwing me. But him pushing forward and back was just punching me. My entire chest was just lit up like a Christmas day. And I remember going home. And I was also I was finally in shape. I wasn't a fat kid anymore. I was in shape. So I was wearing my cutoff shirts. And I remember that was the first time I wore a t-shirt in a long time at home. And it was quickly caught on, why are you in a t-shirt? Are you going out? Nope. Okay. So go take a shower, get my underwear and shorts on, run downstairs to get a t-shirt. And the moment I come down, you could just see black and blue. And it was so bad. My nipples were no longer pink.
Your ass.
Yeah, he fucking whooped my ass.
Patches of the chest hair are missing.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why I can't grow thick chest hair anymore. Pounded ass mission. But I just remember that and my mom freaking out. And then my dad's like, it's fine. It's part of football. Whatever. He's a lineman. He's going to get the shit beat out of him. No, we got to take him to the hospital. No, we can't. And of course, we're going to McConnell, which is an hour away. And you do have to schedule an appointment. And she scheduled one 2 or 3 days later. Annoyed my dad with it. And they're like, yeah, he's bruised. Yep. Well, can you do anything? Ice it.
Yeah. Which 2 or 3 days later, at this point, You're definitely good now.
No, it went from just being right here in my chest, like my pecs, to wrapping around to the top of my rib cage and my armpit. Oh, it spread. It was like trauma, so much trauma, lots of fun. I hurt like a bitch back then, but it was lots of fun. I knew not to fuck with him ever again. I got very specific with my wording. I can take anybody from the freshman class. Go away. Don't want to fuck with you. Go away. I mean,
You big son of a bitch.
a big fucking son of a bitch. Sweet guy. It's like, yeah, he's just fucking beast mode real quick. So, like, and that I will say that's the difference though between like dads and moms. And that's how it's just raised up. That's how it's brought up. It's fine. I just find it so funny. And thankfully, we're not blessed to have anybody immediately in the family that's a doctor or a nurse. Because I could only imagine. Could only imagine. I'm already having to deal with my my mother-in-law being in town, and my daughter wasn't feeling good just like a few weeks ago, and my mother-in-law was already like, "Oh my god, well, I guess I can watch her for you so she doesn't get anybody else sick. She's fine. It's just it's fine. It's just a fever. No, because she's gonna get Bubba sick, and then you guys are gonna get sick, and then she has to miss work. And it's like it's fine. It's a fever.
We've been doing this for a while now.
I was like, I don't think you all understand. She didn't drink a lot of water. It was 104 degrees the day before. She failed to drink water. She probably has heat exhaustion. She's fine. She will drink a lot of water today. I know what to do. And that's been my whole shtick too this past 2 weeks because it's been 105 degrees plus every fucking
hot, yeah.
goddamn. Oh, you know what today was? 117.
Yeah, that was
Not the real feel. Not the real feel. Just
no.
That's the temperature. Real feel was 123.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yep. Sucked ass. My swamp ass had swamp ass. Shrek and Donkey would have been jealous. Yep. But just hounding them, you need to drink more water. You need to drink more water. Had to hound my wife too. Did you drink water? I drank coffee. Did you drink water? I'm good. I had my bottle.
One bottle of water.
Yeah, like 8
Now,
ounces,
see that
12 ounces.
the water intake for one person in the house isn't the problem. It's the eating part. Oh yeah, I drank my. She's got the big ass jug, so she can track how much she drinks. Like cool. All right, whatever you gotta do. Drink your water. What'd you eat today? Well, daughter had breakfast and I ate a couple bites of what she was having. And then I drank all my water. So you haven't eaten today, and you're gonna go run so many miles. Okay, it's probably why you don't feel good after you run in the
track
heat.
you.
Oh yeah, no, we've got all that too. She's got her Garmin and everything else too, so we can track. It's just fuck. You gotta eat. You have to eat. You can be hydrated all you want, but if you don't have enough food in you, it's not gonna work out as well. Granted, you probably be okay, but you're gonna feel like shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's kind of the only thing that we have to deal with. Like they have to drink water every day, all day for the most part. We try to. There are times where we've gotten away from it and forgotten to, but it happens. So like right now with him starting football for sure, he's
yeah.
I'm forcing water down him. And we got, we have the Gatorades and stuff too, but I'm like, you cannot drink a shit ton of Gatorade because you can get an electrolyte imbalance. You're going to feel like shit again if you do that. And then you're stuck with nothing but water because you got to flush your system. So you deal with it how you want to, but stay away from it.
And that's like the biggest, like, I don't want to call it a misnomer, but it definitely feels like a misnomer with how many people will be like, oh, I'm dehydrated or I need more water, so I'm going to go drink 64, 72, 80 ounces of fucking Gatorade, and then they're trying to figure out, oh, I don't feel good. Oh, really? You don't say. It literally tells you don't chug Gatorade. also tells you to make sure you're drinking water and be hydrated with water specifically. So it's just the
Yep.
amount of people who will live and I don't want to say die, but live and die by Gatorade. It's ridiculous. Like I like Gatorade.
Oh
Don't get me
no,
wrong, but
there are people that live and die by Gatorade because that's what a lot of people. That's all they drink. They don't
yep.
like because they don't like that the water has no taste. So okay, cool. That's fine. I understand that. A lot of people hate water because it is boring. There's no real taste to it, nothing to it. But
It's too
you have to
plain.
have it. So I mean, there's Gatorade as well, but there's other shit you have to have other than that. So, but I mean, like, I remember in basic, I had a drill sergeant that would just drink coffee, smoke cigarettes, and run
It's
64 miles straight. I don't
always
know how
one
the
of
fuck
them.
he did it, but whatever. So the guy was Terminator, I'm sure. But it's to each their own. But alternating that stuff is one thing that I make sure he has to do. Like he can have Gatorade, he just has to have a lot more water than anything else.
Yeah.
But at night, I make him. I try to get him to chug a Gatorade or whatnot to chug, drink, whatever before he goes to bed, and then also he has water with him at the same time. So I was like, in a perfect world, you would be getting up in the middle of the night peeing at least twice. That way, because you're hydrated at that point, and you're waking up again, peeing again,
Well,
and then start over.
there's also the fact, and again, so weird. I was trained. I had to get certified to be a trainer, both in the military and post-military life. So I know enough about nutrition to not be a fat ass. So it's a choice. Just saying, it's a choice.
Yeah.
But the amount of people who are like, "Oh, I'm gonna go," not taking a dig at your wife, but just using her as an example because she runs. But the amount of people who be like, "I'm gonna go run in 6 to 8 hours. I'm gonna go run this afternoon, whatever it is." And like, "Oh, I'm gonna start hydrating and fueling my body the day up." It's like, no, that's not
Oh yeah.
really how it works. You store everything. That's why there's such a thing as like a carbo load day if you're gonna go run a marathon, and you do it the day before or 24 hours
Mhm.
before, so where it has time to
Yep.
hit your system and it's a slow release. Same with like water and Gatorade and soda and everything. The amount of people who are like, "Oh, it's fine. I'm gonna start hydrating today." It's like you're behind the eight
Yeah.
ball. Like you're
It doesn't
fucked.
work that way.
And
Yep.
I've had to start telling I tell my wife this all the time too. Tell my daughter, I was like, "Look, it's going to be 100+ degrees this week. You need to drink at least 3 bottles of water." And she has a big bottle. I think it holds like 20 or 24 ounces of water. I was like, you need to drink like minimum 2, but realistically 3 or 4, and you should be having to go pee every few hours. And she's like, okay,
Mhm.
okay. And she was doing well on Saturday, doing well on Sunday, doing well on Monday, and today I was like, how many bottles of water did you drink? One. All day? Yeah. Aren't you proud? No. You need to do like 2 or 3. But it also comes down to like me going, did you finish a bottle of water at school? Yeah. Did the teacher let you fill the water bottle up? No. Did you ask? No. Okay, so it's not the teacher didn't let you. You
You
didn't
didn't
ask.
check.
You need to
Yeah.
ask, and you need to get that water bottle full. And if the teacher tells you no, that's when we have an issue. Okay.
Mhm.
And again, had this conversation with my wife before, where I was like, if the teacher ever tells you no, you can't go to the bathroom, no, you can't get a drink, we need to know. We need to have that context, and we need to have that conversation. Like, if you're abusing the system, like so many of us did in high school,
Mhm.
then that's one thing. No, you're not going to get a drink of water. You went 10 minutes ago. Understandable. No, you can't go pee again. You just went 10 minutes ago. Understandable. But if you're asking, they keep telling you no. That's when we need to know. And again, not telling her to defy the teachers or the adults by any means, but at the same time, there's too many horror stories, or even like my wife was telling me about, I think she was in middle school, when a teacher got annoyed with her or whatever because she has to go to the bathroom or get a drink, whatever, that the teacher legitimately just put her in the closet and left her there. And this is not like 80s or 90s, by the way, because my wife is 3 years younger than me. So this is like early 2000. I think she said it was 2003. So she would have been 10. Okay, maybe 05. I'm trying to think. It was middle school time frame, so 03 to
Your
05.
wife is born in the 90s?
93, yeah. And she's still taller
Shit.
than you.
93. I was 10 when she was born. Good God.
You're what?
I'd have taken a huge shit in that closet, is what I would have done. And then I kicked the door open and said, well, I'm out of here. Peace. Bye, bitch.
She could have got away with it too with Hutch because Hutch is such a shithole. But hearing like, and that's just like a minor story of her childhood. And
Really?
like, so I'm very possibly overprotective and overcautious with my daughter. But at the same time, like, you just like, this is a shit you need to be aware of. This is real legit. This will happen. This has happened. Other kids face this, and you need to let your mom and I know, and know you'll never be in trouble. Because again, we have that policy too of you tell us the truth, you won't be in trouble. You lie to me, I'll give you one chance to tell me the truth. After that, you're gonna get your ass in trouble.
Yeah.
And that has, I will say, for all the naysayers, that has worked, and it came to fruition this summer where she broke something. And I asked her, I was like, hey, did you break this? And she goes, no, I didn't break this. He broke it. He wasn't by you. So you want to try this again? Remember, if you lie to me, you're going to be in trouble. If you tell me the truth, I may be frustrated, but you're not in trouble. Oh, okay. Yeah, I broke that. I'm sorry. Okay, cool. Thanks. Don't do it again. And the next time I say don't play with that toy or don't play with this glass item, don't fucking play with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. And she got caught lying once and she got her ass reamed and she quickly just like won't do that again. But
He wasn't kidding.
he was so bad. But we tell her and try to tell my 3-year-old, but again, fucking everything goes in one ear and one doesn't even go in the ear.
No.
No. But we tell her like we need to be able to know she can come to us, and she needs to be able to know she can come to us about anything and not have us be mad or frustrated or like not frustrated, but not mad at her or punish her, because there will be a time. I don't want to have it. I wanted a daughter, but now that like it's happened, I don't want a daughter because men are stupid.
Yes. Yeah.
Everybody's stupid. You can't say I'm raising a 3-year-old right now, and we're fucking stupid. We clearly are like wine. We mature well into our 20s.
And then some. Yeah. We only get better with age. But there's a stopping point too, to where we start to go downhill. There's only a few year good span in between there where it's like, okay, now it might be a very narrow window where we're good, but yeah. You gotta catch us in that right time. And I still don't know if mine's coming or if I already had mine.
You've already had
bad thing. I never know. Probably. I'm on the decline.
We'll wrap this up.
It's all downhill.
We'll wrap this up. And this has nothing to do with back to school or kids. But I saw something very funny where it's talking about how so far every generation up to the millennials have had a midlife crisis. It says millennials will be the first generation ever to not have a midlife crisis.
Their whole life is a crisis.
So they have survived multiple crises. They have survived multiple apocalyptic moments. They have survived terrible things like the housing market crash, the whole shit with the political side of the house. They've survived all this just trauma-inducing bullshit, and they can't afford it. So they're saying
Yeah.
the midlife crisis for millennials will be like them kind of stepping away from work and actually going taking a 2 week vacation to stay home and watch movies or to play video games. And that's why streaming has become so big. Is so many millennials are having their midlife crisis and are turning to streaming. And I'm just, yeah, the hell tracks.
Yeah,
Hell
makes
tracks.
sense.
We can't afford
Total sense.
a house. We can't afford anything. And yeah, here we go. Let's go have a midlife crisis. I thought it was fun, but nothing to do with back to school other than children induce midlife crises a lot earlier.
Very true. Yes.
You can't
I will
see
agree.
that. I'm growing out my silver hair. You can. I like it. Shut up.
We'll see.
What do
I
you
look
mean?
forward to seeing more of it.
Me too. But anyways, make sure you tune in every Thursday night. Well, we'll see. Fucking back to schools here. This whole podcast situation may be up in the air. We'll see. Thursday nights, we're going to attempt to play video games over on our respective platforms, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube for myself at CyberMercSig. Rahgel over on Twitch. So Call of Duty's coming out soon, so we're gonna talk about that, I'm sure, and we'll be playing probably with Lance as well. So come tune in and find out. It's a lot of fun, a lot of bullshittery. That's all I got for you. So here's Rahgel.
Make sure to check out the merch store. Also, we have some new stuff in there that we have. We have some.
I've been busy.
Some new shirt possibilities, sayings. There was a poll up, I believe, as well for.
Shut the fuck up! I get
posted. I'm just saying. I'm so angry.
Y'all could go over on the Twitter or Facebook or YouTube and take the poll. That'd be great.
Take the poll.
I will be posting up more merch designs for people to vote on. So.
Yep, new merch in the store. Check it out. And yes, check us out on Thursdays. Hopefully we can play. The kids will go to sleep and we can do stuff on playing games. What? No. What? Till then. Bye, bitch.